Hello everyone, and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. This report is for Friday, April 3rd, 2020. So, I am sharing with you today the Astrology, Numerology, and Tarot card guidance and forecast for April 3rd, and I will also be guiding you through several important daily spiritual exercises. So welcome everyone. I hope you are all doing well. I'm doing very well, and I feel most blessed and grateful, most of all, to be able to be here with all of you each day. So I am going to begin by using this singing bowl to attune us to an energy of peace and to stimulate your energy so that you are receptive to the healing and the information during this report. And I'm going to do something a little extra today. I'd like to spread some incense around your aura. This is amber incense. I'm going to spread this around your energy body. Just breathe it in. And this will gently begin clearing away anything that is not serving your highest good and your prosperity. I'm going to go ahead and stuff that. Just wanted to send a little of that to you. Now, it is time for our grounding exercise. So, this is an important daily practice in order to practice self-healing, to release accumulated negativity. And if you practice this every single day over a long period of time, you can also wear down, away, out any energy or emotional blocks, any toxic attachments, any curses, anything that isn't in your highest good. So that is some of the reasons why it's so important to do each day. So we're going to do this together now. I hope you'll follow along. Imagine yourself inside of a large bubble. This is your aura. Now imagine gently attached to the bottom of this bubble is a pipe leading deep into the earth. For the sake of simplicity, imagine that this bubble is filled with a dark colored energy. Imagine or intend that this dark colored energy drains down the bubble, down the pipe, and into the earth, and out of your energy body. And remember to breathe as you do this. We release all energy that is not serving our highest good. We release all energy that is not ours and does not belong to us. We release all negativity, pain, blocks, toxic attachments, and anything else we are now ready to let go of. We release these things from every layer of our aura, from every chakra, from every part of our being and body. We release. As you see the last of this energy leave the bottom of your aura, See the drain disappear and know that your aura is sealed and complete. The pipe falls away from you and dissipates into the earth. And you've grounded. So it is that simple. I'd like to take a moment to say hello to everyone, by the way. Hello, Krista, Davine, Remy, Daz, and Lance. Everyone else who's here, welcome to the Morning Report. Next is the crystal of the day and our mini healing. And today's crystal is a thunder egg. So it is like a geode except without any empty space within it. Thunder eggs are grounding, soothing, and calming. They are stones that create emotional, physical, and intellectual balance. This will aid with centering and stabilizing physical energy. It harmonizes the yin and yang, the positive and negative forces that hold the universe in place. It is a pretty great crystal, and I'm quite fond of the energy. Each one has a certain lesson or energy that it has to impart to us and to attune us to. If you'd like to participate in this crystal healing, just allow yourself to connect to this energy. I'm going to channel the energy of this thunder egg to you now. I'm channeling the energy of this crystal to you and through you. The light of this thunder egg permeates every layer of your aura. Take a moment to observe the way that the energy of this thunder egg feels in your energy body. All right. So this was just imparting some balance, peace, and order to you. And I'm going to draw this super mini healing to a close. This was the energy of a thunder egg. All right. So while we are in this energetic space, we are going to move into our affirmation for the day. All right, so we are going to say this affirmation together 3 times. I encourage you to note this affirmation down and take it forward with you in the day ahead if you are so inclined. And especially if you feel any resistance to saying it, as resistance frequently highlights areas of needed healing. Let's begin. I am a creative being. I claim all of my highest good and receive it into my life today. I am a creative being. I claim all of my highest good and receive it into my life today. I am a creative being. I claim all of my highest good and receive it into my life today. Just taking a moment to sit with those words. I like to take in the affirmations as well. So I hope that you will open yourself and claim your highest good for yourself and allow that to come into being today, the following day, and ever after. That concludes our affirmation. And let's see here. So, I would like to share with you the tip of the day. Today's tip is more of a reminder of the body-mind connection and one way to experiment and take advantage of that is through simple things like your body language, your posture, your expressions. Something that was relayed to me a lot at the beginning of my journey was just simply to stand up straight, or when you're sitting, sit up straight. And that's like shoulders back a little bit and chest out. For most of us, that might feel uncomfortable, but the reason is that your muscles have become accustomed to holding your body in a certain position, so it can feel tiring to hold it in a new one at first. But if you persist in maintaining good posture, eventually your muscles will adjust and it will get easier and will eventually become natural. And I feel as though I experience it, so I don't know. It's you do feel just slightly less upset just simply by expressing open body language. Smiling, I'm sure most of you have heard, does release certain chemicals or a reaction in the brain that causes an uplift in mood. Maybe you won't be instantaneously happy, but it does communicate to us on a subconscious level and on a body level that improvement in mood, where it's like kind of slouching and being closed, doesn't feel very good. And I feel part of that is because of how much air you're able to take in. You tend to be able to breathe better if you sit up straight, which feeds your brain and allows it to fulfill its functions better. If you're not breathing as well as you could, then the mental state does suffer. Again, it's not saying it's going to solve your problems or instantaneously flip your mood, but it certainly helps. So it's just a reminder to be mindful of that little thing, and just being aware of how it is we carry ourselves affects us. It reminds me of how like certain nutritional deficiencies can also lead to mood or mental feeling down or mentally foggy. So that's the tip for that's the tip for today. Sorry. All right. So now I would like to share with you the tarot reading of the day. This is a collective reading. It is for everyone watching, whether you're watching this live or during morning in your time zone. You may find that you resonate with parts of this message or the entire message, and both are perfect. This reading is to give insight and guidance into the day ahead. I don't think I said that yet. Cards just fell out in a very sloppy manner, so I need to pick them up real quick. Anything else? All right, we have 4 cards for today. I am going to take a moment to type the titles on screen, and I will read them. I'm also going to take a moment to have my tea first. I've let it get tepid. That's all right though. The only issue is that I can't microwave this cup. That's why it's really such a disappointment. All right. There's actually, well, let's set that aside. It flipped an additional card into my lap for me, so surprise. Let us type this: truth, rest, and rejuvenate, firm, foundation, oops, partnerships, and alliances. Yes. All right. right. Mary Gould. I'm not sure what your comment is actually in reference to. I apologize. Trying to reflect back upon everything I've said so far. Opening, crystal, affirmation. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, but let us get into the reading. So truth is the first card. I do like to read from the booklet because this is a collective reading. It gives everyone the opportunity to resonate with the sentences that are divinely meant for them. I do also offer my own interpretation. No disrespect taken, Mary, because I honestly don't know what your comment is in reference to. All right, so the first card is truth. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times, it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. There we go. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a certain significant change must be made in a certain area of your life. But don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. The importance of personal truth. I always encourage everyone to rely upon their own gut instinct, their own inner sense of ringing true, regardless of anything I say or anything that any other person says. Ultimately, we must know truth for ourselves. The next card is Rest and Rejuvenate. This card implies that a period of rest, meditation, rejuvenation, and recuperation is in order. It usually comes forward when you're encountering or coming out of a particularly emotional or mentally taxing experience. The number 4 in numerology means foundation, so this is a time to heal, to be with your soul, and to continue moving steadily forward. Allowing space just for your reflection is both needed and long overdue. Reposing and taking moments for yourself will give you the opportunity to look at a problem or situation instead of being in it. It's a chance to stand back, view your life with clarity and renewed appreciation, and see where changes can be made to create a healthier and stronger foundation, enabling you to take your next step. I really could not have said it better myself. Before I continue with the cards, this is a collective reading. This is the Morning Metaphysical Report, which is meant to give a daily forecast of the following day, April 3rd, which is what this reading is for, as well as to assist spiritual seekers in creating consistency in their spiritual practice by guiding them through important daily practices, like we did earlier in the video. So I am not addressing individual questions. I would refer to getting a private session or my other videos for that. Just to address the comments real quick. Also taking a moment to refresh the comments, because sometimes they just don't show up. And I like seeing your comments. There's some more. I will refer to those after finishing the reading. So the next card is Firm Foundation. Also, this video will be available for replay for anyone who would like to go over the reading again. The first two cards were together. It's kind of relating to each other, and the second two cards came out together. So for some of you, you may consider them as a joined thoughts in that way. This card denotes that you have already or are currently working toward establishing a solid foundation in the material world. Using good judgment and heeding lessons from the past concerning financial matters will assist you in laying a firm groundwork. By doing so, security will have a better chance of building in the future. The material power that's now around you can either be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on how you respond to it. Don't let your current position determine who you are. Remember to give back and prime the pump of prosperity. For true spiritual and material wealth is as much about giving as it is receiving. Seek proper investment advice and realize you don't have to hold onto your possessions too tightly. Just be flexible and allow things to continue to flow. With Firm Foundation, I'd also like to kind of point out that during this period, we have a profound opportunity to look at the foundations in our various life situations, relationships, home, finances, career, health, etc., and to see if there are any weaknesses in our foundation and where we can build them stronger, or where perhaps we need to tear them down and create something new, something solid and that will last. The final card is Partnerships and Alliances. The meaning of this card denotes that you're now starting to see the fruits of your labor take seed and blossom. There may still be a lot to do, but watch out for synchronicities, which could bring opportunities to form connections or unexpected alliances that may create something new. These could assist you in gathering resources for future projects. With all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much, whereas your partner gives too little, it will leave you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance within the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimum results. This card reminds you that success comes in many forms, even from the most unlikely sources. Have an open mind when listening to others. So I would also note to take a look at your relationships. Do they add to your life, and are you adding to theirs? So that is the card reading for April 3rd. I hope you found it insightful. Let's go back to desk. So, someone's asking what tarot decks you have. The reading I just did is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And I have the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot, the Mary L Tarot, and the Olympus Tarot deck. And the Kuan Yin Oracle. Those are the decks I have. I used to have like 10 more, but I have sold them. All right. And now I would like to share with you the numerology for April 3rd. It is a 3-day. So the guidance is to be yourself. Be unapologetic about who you are, what you want, and how you feel. There is power and healing in validating your existence, in validating your story for yourself. Sometimes, yes, there is healing in that, because some of us are looking for things like closure, healing, letting go, having things solved for us, having wounds solved for us. And the thing is that we may be waiting a long time unless we give that gift to ourselves. And the beginning of that is just validating our own emotions to ourselves, validating our experiences to ourselves. I don't know if it's talked about too much. I don't see it around too much, but I feel that a lot of our troubles come from no one ever telling us that it's okay to feel the way we feel, or even that our experience of our own lives is valid. In fact, some of us even have people who say, when we talk about an event, oh, it didn't happen that way, or it wasn't like that. So that is so important, validating your own life story to you. And once you validate it, then the act of transforming your perspective becomes truly powerful. But first you need to have a story before you can change it, So that is the numerology. And we are going to move into the astrology for April 3rd. So in the comments is asking, can you do me first when you do the readings, please? To have your reading request prioritized, I have a minimum donation requirement. So next time there's a video, if you would like to have your reading be first, I suggest making that minimum donation. Otherwise, requests are always chosen at random. And that's to keep it fair to everyone. All right, astrology. Let's take a look. This describes the energy that is present in the day of April 3rd, and that will be affecting all of us. And it's also the energy that we have available to us to use if we wish. Let's begin with the sun. The sun is in Aries. There is so much energy available during this time, and there's a huge focus on you, the individual, and your goals and what you desire from life. However, this energy, though there's so much of it, it's not really directed. So my advice during this time is to keep grounded and to give yourself a focus, whether it's personal development or healing or a specific goal. The moon is in Leo, so we are craving and there's a need for validation. Funny about that. There is a need for validation, to feel appreciated, to feel as though we have done something well. So again, this is something that is for you to give yourself. If you live with someone who is receptive and you have good communication, especially a significant other, you can say, you know what I need today? I just need to hear that I've done something well, or just tell, I did this thing, I'm proud of it. I'd really like to hear from you that I did a good job. It's okay to ask for that, or at least I think it should be. My partner and I do that sometimes. But we also mean it when we say it. So Moon in Leo, that is where our need is. Moving along, Venus has just moved is moving into Gemini. So in our relationships, and especially love life, we are craving fun, frivolity in our connections, and perhaps for more stimulation and something new. So this can be a very fun and exciting energy to be in, especially in your relationships, but be mindful. I'm sure that you can extrapolate for yourself how that could possibly play out negatively. All right, so Mercury and Neptune are in Pisces, are we have greater access to our intuitive and deeper subconscious selves at this time. And if we choose to, we can use that information that comes to us. We can choose to notice it and use it in order to make the decisions for our lives that we need to make, and to make them in alignment with our highest good. Let's see. Jupiter and Pluto are in Capricorn. So we can manifest opportunities for ourselves or make ourselves open to them at this time, and also create inner transformation and transformation in our life circumstances by embodying the qualities of Capricorn, which is to say, expressing greater personal independence, taking responsibility for your actions, seeing, in some situations, how you did it to yourself, or how you set yourself up for success, because that is where your power lies, in responsibility. And in approaching your issues head on, being practical and grounded. And in this way, you can create opportunity and transformation. Yes, Pluto in Capricorn. Mars and Saturn are in Aquarius, so we have a strong push of initiative towards the major restructuring happening in our lives at this time as individuals and as a society. And there's also a focus in restructuring how it is we connect with others on a greater scale, and coming into greater responsibility as a greater culture. All right, and finally, Uranus is in Taurus, and this is shaking things up, encouraging us to break out of our comfort zone and status quo in order to find a new and better way, a foundation, a comfort zone that is more in alignment with our true nature and our highest good. So that is the planets. Let us take a look at the aspects. So the sun in Aries is in triune with the moon in Leo. And so there's an energy where it's like we need validation, and we may be feeling, well, I feel the energy is accented by the sun in Aries, and that I feel it just brings greater emphasis to that, really it's like feeling confident, but also wanting that nourishment from those we care about, and that outer validation as well as inner validation. So really craving that. And Mercury and Neptune in Pisces are in conjunction. So there is mentally an energy of like tapping into our personal ideals, and it may be easier to sense for ourselves what our ideal normal looks like, what it is we truly want out of life. There's also some possibility of falling into fantasy, so be aware of that and connect to your truth. So that is the astrology for April 3rd. All right. So. Actually, we are going to do this. I'd like to take a moment to say the Morning Metaphysical Report is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. There's still a little more after this, so stay tuned. On screen are the names of our Patreon members. Thank you for your continued monthly support. I hope that you are enjoying the monthly Metaphysical Report. I'd also like to take a moment to thank everyone who shares the video and everyone who watches. This was created for you, and thank you for making this part of your spiritual journey today. If you'd like to learn how to become a patron and to support MMR, please visit our webpage at patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report. Members get access to exclusive content, which now includes, for the first time ever, the monthly Metaphysical Report, which is like the morning report, except it gives you the forecast and some spiritual food for thought for the entire month of April in one kind of big picture sort of way. It also includes individual guidance for April Aries and April Taurus birthday guidance. So if that interests you, check out that link. I hope you'll decide to join. All right. So now it's time for us to cast our psychic shield for the day. This is also an important daily practice, combined with daily grounding and healing. It protects any self-healing work you're doing or healing you've received from others, so that foreign and hostile energy can't come in and either interfere with that work or kind of pile on things that you'll have to clear out later. So we're going to do this together now. I hope you'll follow along. Imagine or intend drawing a gold equal-armed cross in front of you. In the center, see a white rose bloom. Draw that gold energy upward and draw a cross and bloom a rose above you, behind you, and below you. Connect these 4 crosses in a vertical ring that surrounds you. Take that gold energy to the side, draw a cross, bloom a rose, connect to the cross behind you, draw a cross, bloom a rose, and connect these crosses in a horizontal ring. Stop at the side, connect your crosses in a vertical ring going the other direction. So you should be inside of 3 gold rings. Now spread that gold energy so that it fills in the spaces between the rings so that you are in a complete gold sphere. And that's it. You have cast a psychic shield. I hope it serves you well. Now I would like us to set an intention for our day ahead. I encourage you to set an intention for yourself, or you can accept my intention for you. We are the creators of our own reality, and this is a simple way to engage that for ourselves each day. This day ahead brings us a boldness sprouting within, radiating outward, giving us the strength, courage, tenacity to be ourselves unapologetically and to come into knowledge of our true selves, of our highest good, and the path that is best for us to proceed down from this point. Tomorrow brings us a greater openness to abundance, health, happiness, and love. We open our hands, and we know that all the things we are manifesting for ourselves, that abundance and joy and all the good things life has to offer, are in our hands now. These things are already ours, and we declare it. Bring that energy into yourself and trust. We are grateful. Thank you. And so it is. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to like and follow my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see MMR each day. If you follow our Patreon page, MMR is shared there as well each day. So thank you everyone for being here today, and be so blessed. Have a wonderful rest of your day.